One of the most disturbing things in the Bible are these instances of child sacrifice. Now, child sacrifice was actually a rather widespread religious ritual practice in the ancient world, and archaeologists have actually found the remains of children who were sacrificed at these religious rituals in various places around the world in ancient times. Fortunately, the practice has mostly died out around the world, but it's one of those things that really disturbs us when we read the Bible. Now, the Bible actually explicitly forbids child sacrifice. There was this false god in the biblical world named Molech, and people would sacrifice children to this false god. So the Bible explicitly forbids the sacrifice of children to this god, Molech. In Leviticus chapter 18, verse 21, "You shall not give any of your children to offer them to Molech, and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord." So God actually explicitly forbids child sacrifice. And yet there are a couple examples that are kind of weird. So, for example, it's in Genesis chapter 22 that God tells Abraham, "Go and sacrifice your son Isaac on this mountain that I'm going to show to you." Now, if you go and read the story, you'll realize that at the last minute, right when Abraham is about to sacrifice his son Isaac, the angel of the Lord stops him. And he doesn't actually sacrifice his son to Isaac. But later on in the book of Judges, there's another example of this one man named Jephthah who makes a vow to the Lord that he's going to sacrifice the first thing that comes out of his house when he comes back from this battle victorious. And he comes back, and lo and behold, the first thing that comes out of his house is his daughter, and Jephthah sacrifices his daughter to the Lord. Now, what does this mean? Why are there these instances of child sacrifice, not just to the false gods, but there seem to be two examples of child sacrifice to the Lord. Now, on the one hand, in the one example, Genesis 22, Isaac doesn't actually die, so he doesn't actually get sacrificed. But in the book of Judges, Jephthah's daughter seems to actually get sacrificed. So why is that? What is going on there? Why would the Lord allow that? Why would he test Abraham in that way? Why does that happen? Well, if you want to find out the answer to this question and many others, I would ask that you check out my new book, Light on the Dark Passages of Scripture, which you can find on osv.com or amazon.com. Thanks.